It's been estimated that over the last 5 centuries, something like 330 million people have been murdered by conquest, genocide, slavery, colonialism, and imperialism. It's been an unprecedented orgy of human beings visiting pain on other human beings. The energetic mass of that atrocious butchery is like a black wall that's preventing us from evolving, from realizing our true birthright as children of the goddess. Imagine it is built of blocks 6 feet long, 2 feet high, 3 feet wide. Calculate the cubic volume of that block, multiply it by 330 million, then arrange that any which way you want. That's what we're up against. It has stopped us in our collective tracks. I think we can all feel it. Politically, culturally, even technologically, our progress has slowed drastically, if not halted, or even gone backwards. But the momentum of evolution is still running up against us. The pressure is building and building. There's a ticking clock. Under the lash, the gun, the barbed wire, humanity is screamed collectively for its mother. And so the feminine aspect of the eternal Godhead, the Holy Ma, is coming at a run to see what the matter is. Perhaps the first stirrings of her energy could be felt in the abolition of slavery in the United States, then the suffragette movement. It grew during the struggle for civil rights, the rise of ecological consciousness, the popular efforts to end the Vietnam War, women's liberation, the anti-nuclear movement, gay rights, #MeToo, and more. The Holy Ma grows closer. What happens next depends on what she finds when she gets here. We're toppling at the edge of something. Tip one way and it's going to be Star Trek: The Next Generation. Tip the other way and it's going to be Mad Max. If, when the full blast of her energy arrives, our metaphorical rooms are clean, it'll be the former. If she gets here to find we've been finger painting the walls with our own shit, well, there will be a rupture. All that pressure that's been building will blow. The result might be a nuclear war, or total climate catastrophe, or a super flu epidemic, or an out-of-control, inhumanly intelligent AI, or take your pick. It won't be pretty. It'll set us back 10,000 years. We have to get past that wall, and there's only one way to do it. Tear it down, one block at a time. Now, Joseph Stalin once said, 1 murder is a tragedy, but 1 million murders, that's a statistic. And Stalin was right. You cannot grasp 1 million murders, let alone 330 million. You just can't. Your mind won't allow it. But what you can do is think about one person, one face, one name, one story that you know like she told it to you herself, because she did, in a book you read when you were in 7th grade. It was called Diary of a Young Girl, and the author was Anne Frank. Anne Frank lived in fear in Amsterdam for 2 years until she was dragged out into the street by secret police under the eyes of her unprotesting neighbors and shoved into a car, then taken to a warehouse, then crammed onto a rail car, then shipped to a camp where they shaved her head and tattooed a number on her arm. There she withered away on a bunk she shared with 6 other women until she died of typhus. Then she was just another dead, naked adolescent girl heaped on the corpses of other teenagers because a particular guard had a fetish for that sort of thing, and he liked to take photographs. So, during this next song, think about Anne Frank. Bring her to life in your consciousness and go through that experience with her. You must own it. Live the terror. Feel the true crushing weight of her loss. Suffer and do penance for our collective wrongs. When you're done, there will be one less 6 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot block in that wall. Maybe that will be enough that a little of that pressure can escape. Maybe you'll have bought us a little more time. If enough of us do this shadow work, we can finally grow up as a civilization. We can become the citizens of the transcendent we are meant to be. So do this right with me. It means something. It's our responsibility. It's all up to us.